I feel like it's such a superpower when you learn how to control your lust, because nothing really but lust. How many times you fuck a female, then after that, you like, yeah, I can't wait till she go home, or I can't wait till...
Pay attention. We're gonna teach you something real special today. This is two coins with my boy Wally, then Ronnie, wherever you're at, we're at. Showing two sides of the same coin. Let me know what y'all think. 2 coins. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter today.
And welcome back to the 2 Coin Podcast. It's your boy Ronnie.
Now I'm your brother Waleed, the other side of the coin. Today's episode is brought to you by consistency in organic work, because the gentleman to my left, that's what he's all about. So I'm going to pass it over to him, let him introduce himself. A lot of the audience members might know exactly who he is, but I'm going to let him give the introduction.
Man, I appreciate y'all. Hey, what it do, man? It be that, man. 3D Dev. How y'all doing? I'm doing amazing. Thank you for asking. Hey, wait a minute. Random. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for having me, man.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Let's start off with, really being like grassroots with building your brand. You know what I mean? You're somebody that, just watching how you've been moving, trying to build up random, trying to, really just build up you as a person and a brand. Like, how's that journey been for you so far? Like these beginning stages?
That's a good question. I say for me, for the beginning stages, is you really getting tested how resilient you are. You feel me? Like, because I've been through so many different obstacles and different things where it's like I feel like the universe is testing me, like, do you really want it? You feel me? Like, are you going to be able to adapt? Because there's been plenty of times things do not go as planned. You feel me? You feel me? I've done things with you where shit don't go as planned. But it's just like, bro, at the end of the day, though, if you love this shit and you want it, you're going to keep going no matter what. And you start to fall in love with these obstacles. Now, obstacles don't even get... It's fun for me. It's like, all right, how I'm going to figure out this solution? You feel me? How am I going to figure out a way to execute? It's like, I'm still going through obstacles right now, but I'm happy that a motherfucker come on the journey. At least I can say, like, I'm still going. At least I'm not like, yo, I'm just doing this job. I quit. Fuck that shit. I'm going to work this 9 to 5, get me a wife, have some kids. Those are just old dreams.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm still going after, you feel me? So I'm in love with this journey.
Hell yeah.
And, like, you mentioned resilience. I feel like that aspect of it builds mental strength. And, not to get off topic with what you're doing, but just relating it back to kind of what we do with this podcast as well. And for anybody watching, they can relate this to kind of what they're doing. The early stages of whatever it is you're doing are always going to be the hardest. And you don't know how long it's going to take, and you're going to want to quit a bunch of times, and that's going to continue for as long as you continue doing it. But, like you said, as long as you fall in love with the process and you fall in love with, what you put out and what you're actually doing and you believe in it, it'll all come together. But I say that to say, to jump into my next question, for the people watching who might not know, just explain what your platform and RAANDOM is all about.
Okay, appreciate you saying that. So my platform is called RAANDOM. So what RAANDOM is all about, honestly, RAANDOM is really just being yourself, you feel me? Because when I thought about random, because first of all, I'm a random person, you feel me? I got a little background, let you know how random develops so I can answer it in the whole entirety. So I created random because when I was with my cousin, we used to be having our conversation, and I know where we switch the conversation, be like, yo, random. Then we switch the conversation. And then I'm big on battle rap, you feel me? So battle rap, they be like, random, and then they'll just say like a random fact about like just talking shit. So I'm like, you know what? You feel me? I like that shit. I'm random. You know what? I'm about to create my own brand, like random. So random really is just about being organic and being yourself, not giving a fuck what people say. That's why it's like, random. You switch up the conversation. You're saying it loud. You're not tripping on what people are saying. Like I can say random out of nowhere. I have my coworkers saying random. You feel me? It's just like it's something that's like, yeah, who don't care? Just be free. You feel me? That's what it's really about. And my platform, random, is It's honestly, it's a lifestyle. I can't just say it's a platform. It's a lifestyle. Cause random is it's my brand, but it's more of a lifestyle. Be free. Don't give a fuck what people think about. You feel me? Yeah. And spread this positive energy. Random.
So a lot of what you do too is kind of like street interviews. We were talking a little bit offline about this, but people are more familiar with the street interview style of the nightlife scene, where people are coming drunk, stumbling out of clubs, and then they ask them. 75% of it or 80% of it is mostly like around dating questions and things like that. And I feel like that type of content is flooding the market. And that's what people are really seeing more often. And that's what the algorithm is putting in front of you. So you kind of have a different spin on that, right?
Yeah.
So you do like street interviews, but it's more of like with people who are in a sober and clear, sharp state of mind, right?
That's real. Yeah. I like how you said that too. And I really, for the audience, I do interviews. I do a lot of public interviews, and I had to have a podcast in the past. So that's one thing Random used to do though. But yeah, definitely. Like when I ask, I like interviewing like sober people. There's nothing wrong interviewing somebody drunk too though, but it's just like about the questions that you ask. You feel me? Like with me, I'm all about like uplifting, evolution, but it's still yin and yang. I like having fun though too. That's why it's like I might be like random. If you're an animal, what animal would you be? Or random, if your life was a movie, what would it be called and why? You feel me? I still want to have fun with it, but I don't have to go down that lane like everybody else is going through. You feel me?
Yeah. And you could speak to this too, like for the people that watch this podcast too, a lot of the questions that we ask sometimes be random. You just be throwing it in there when the conversation kind of veers off or away from what we had originally like planned.
Yeah. Nah, I mean that's true, bro. But like going back to what you were saying about being organic or whatnot, I think that's where that stems from for even with us, because it's one of those you can't really plan organicness. You know what I mean? That's why I think about how many times we've had like a list of like 5-6 different topics. And we touched maybe one and had like 6 random shit just pop up throughout the pod. You know what I mean? Whether it's with a guest, whether it's between us. So I think going back to especially what you were saying, like as far as like the organic aspect, it's all about like I don't know. I was talking to Don on his podcast yesterday. I mean, y'all gonna see that months later, but fucking
Stay tuned.
About synchronicity. You know what I mean? And when you in line with what your purpose is and when you in line with what you're supposed to do, you can feel it. And you know what I mean? The signs that you get from the universe is one of those that keep you going, because these early stages, this shit is hard, bro. You're not getting paid. You're putting a lot of back end work. You know what I mean? Like, literally, it's just one of those, like, even people at work, they be like, damn, bro, like, so all you do is bartend? I'm like, sure. You know what I mean? Because you don't know that I'm up at like 6:30, 7 on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Like, you know what I mean? Even little shit, like I got off of work at 3 a.m. last night, still up at 6:37. Granted, you know what I mean? It took me an hour or something to get out of bed because, you feel me? It is what it is. Your body catch up to you. But it's one of those, like, it's gonna pay off. Brick by brick every single day. When you just do that 1%, that little work, like, and we starting to see it with this podcast, bro. Like, I'm like, you know what I mean? At least the energetically, you know what I mean? With our movement, with your movement, with a lot of the people that, and like, I'm seeing it like damn, like, I don't know the word for it, but it's like all different groups of people that are all interconnected with all of us right now just seem to be moving up at the same time in whatever craft that they're doing or whatever lane that they're in. And I think it's a beautiful thing right now.
And it's like, it's the people that you're connected with, whether it's, you know, people in your network, people in our network, and a lot of them have been on this podcast, and you know a lot of them too. It comes back down to like having people that you can feed off of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that positivity kind of like, it bounces off the other person. So like, for example, Ronnie, like, not to get too sentimental, when I'm hanging around you, bro, like, I get like a burst of energy or like a burst of positivity because you talk up, you know, what you're trying to do with this podcast, what you're trying to do with the platform. And that's big, bro. Because like for whatever you're pursuing, even like I got pursuits that I'm doing outside of this specific media thing.
Yeah.
Like that energizes me to go ahead and pursue that avenue too. Yeah. You know what I mean? But random, changing gears here. Back to you, Dev. Ronnie told me, and I found out, you know, through your social media and whatnot, that you have some sort of affiliation with Smino.
Oh yeah, Shimo Media.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, so you want to elaborate on that for the people that are unaware?
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
real quick. I think you think Smino like the artist.
Yeah. Oh no.
Let me clear that up.
Yeah, go ahead, clear that up.
It's like I'm gonna let you dive more into it, but not Smino the artist. It's how do you Shimo Media Team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can see the confusion. That's why, like, I see the hype in your eyes. I'm like, nah, you don't know Smino.
Not yet. You feel me? I focus me. I'm speaking out to existence. The fact that you said that already let me know it's lined up. I actually focus Smino. Shout out to Smino though, but shout out to Shimo Media. You feel me? Yeah. So I'll elaborate on that. So Shimo Media is actually, I don't know if y'all don't know who Shimo Media is though, but a lot of people in the Bay Area and Sacramento know about Shimo Media because they got a lot of artists on there. You feel me? That's the bubbling, but they do a lot of fire music videos for a lot of different a lot of rappers and stuff. You feel me? But I know they're like. So anyway, for fun fact, one of the shooters, his name is Thomas. Shout out to Thomas King. He ended up actually hitting me up because I actually hit him up because I wanted to do random pull-up interviews. So I was gonna pay him to start doing it for me, right? And then I ended up going. Shout out to my cousin, Gas Lady. She had a puff and paint event, and she wanted me like come to be a host and do interviews for people, to interview people. So I went to the thing, was a host and interviewing people. So tell me why Thomas ended up was a shooter there, right? And I asked him, hey bro, could you shoot a couple interviews? Be quick little 2-3 minute interviews. You feel me? I'll like pay you. Like, how much would you charge me? He's like, what, like $20 or something? Like, it was hella cheap for quick little interviews for me. So, anyways, I did the interviews. Next day, like 2 days passed by. Next, Thomas, he calls me. He started asking me questions about my random brand and all that. I'm like, oh, and he's like, yeah, so like, what's about your brand? Like what's your plan and all that stuff? So we started talking. I let him know and everything. He's like, because I want your, he's like, I'd love for you to be part of Shimo Media. You feel me? I want you to come to Sacramento, meet Shimo and everything, because we like your work ethic. Like how when you talked about me in the beginning, consistent. After he said that, we see you consistent. We see you outside. So we want people on the team with that type of energy, and we want people to know that Shimo Media is not just we don't just do music videos. Like, we're a media platform, so they want to start bringing different people that do media onto the team. You feel me? And they chose me to be one of the people. You feel me? So like, I definitely respect that, because I never in the day would ever thought Shimo Media would have hit me up though. You feel me? Especially when you see the type of artists that be on that platform. You feel me? Even though I know they're expanding and they're not just that, but perspective, your reality. So sometimes you see things you perceive, you're like, oh, they wouldn't fuck with me. But the fact that they is though, you feel me? I appreciate it. So it's just like, now that I have I'm on a media team. You feel me? It just puts another battery in my back. But you know what? I gotta say this to the audience. You feel me? I feel like this was a lesson. So tell me why that day when I got to do them interviews with Thomas at the Puff and Paint event, tell me why I didn't want to go. You feel me? Because I was already outside, tired. I worked 2 jobs. I was debating in my head, like, what? I might hit my cousin, but I'm letting her know, like, I'm not going to be able to do it. You feel me? Yeah. Then I said, hey, bro, if you want to be great, my nigga, you gotta step outside that comfort zone. Yeah. Like, if you don't want to go, that's when you gotta go. Hey, bro, you gotta do it. You feel facts, me? Yeah. So if I didn't go that day, bro, I wouldn't be a part of Shimo Media. You feel me? Because that incident wouldn't even happen. You feel me? So it's just crazy when you do shit when you don't want to do it. What happens? What's the outcome?
Yeah, bro. That's funny that you say that, because I remember way back when, and shout out to Alex, he might not remember this, but I was having like a one-off conversation with him, and we was talking about that same thing. He's like, God will put blessings in front of you, and it's up to you to take them, or it's up to you to just leave them aside. You know what I mean? But your blessings will come, and whether or not you step outside that comfort zone and go in and go for it, it'll pay off later. Or later down the line, you'll realize that you didn't seize that opportunity, and you might fall into regret and things like that. So that is a big lesson, bro.
Yeah.
So, hey, so what's your specific role with the media company?
Well, media. So they really just want me to bring like my brand with RAAANDOM on there. So like, how I do interviews, go out interviewing artists and all that stuff. It's like really just being a content creator with them. You feel me? Like, that's really my what I do with the team and all that. But I'm still like in the beginning. So I only been there 2 months. So I feel like I'm on a team earning my spot still. You feel me? It's just like, and I respect that. You feel me? That's why even after this, I'm about to go to a little car show with Shimo. Shimo's actually out here. I'm about to go to a little car show with Shimo and be outside interviewing people and all that too.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, one thing I gotta say, I respect Thomas and Shimo. You feel me? Because one thing, just to see their work ethic. Like Shimo, when I met him in Sacramento, I didn't know that for a little minute he was a one-man army doing a lot of things. So just see somebody work ethic like that, and you feel me? Just like, honestly, when I met him and when we had the little team meeting, bro, it's just like, you meet people that are alphas, you meet people that are like alpha. When an alpha can be among other alphas, but the other alphas are still gonna listen to him. You feel me? Cause like, oh yeah, all right, no, you feel me? I got respect.
Yeah,
and I could just tell that the only alpha that I ever met is my dad. You feel me? Another alpha among alphas. So.
Shout out to Pops.
Yeah, shout out to my dad. But yeah, appreciate you asking that question.
Yeah, for sure, bro. So, part of your history or how you got here to be a content creator and interviewer and the RAAANDOM platform, you had a brief moment in time where you were rapping, right?
Yeah, I'm still rapping. I'm still rapping.
So how often are you releasing music now, and how big of a priority is it in terms of where it falls within everything else you're doing?
Man, that's a good question. You feel me? I like the fuck you even ask that, because it got me thinking about it, like why I prioritize it. So right now, honestly, I'm really not releasing music like that. I got a RAANDOM EP that's gonna be coming out real soon this summer that I've been working on. You feel me? 7 tracks. It's gonna be fire and a little promotion. And it's coming out with a book, positive one. You feel me? I'm an author too, so I got a book coming out real soon too this summer. But for me right now, I'm more prioritizing like building this on the media side, I got the momentum going. You feel me? But at the same time, I feel like I've been building my music. I've been building this media. I've been building my brand. So now I feel like I'm building it all at the same time now, like cooking the pot, because I already been building foundations. Now I feel like I can do it all.
Yeah.
I can do it all together now. You feel me? Especially now I got a team. I'm part of Mishima Media, and I'm part of Say Some Entertainment, a collective of among 8 artists. You feel me? So we be getting shows together and all that stuff. And I'm a content creator for them too, where I do interviews for artists for them too as well. You feel me? So right now I'm more prioritizing the media thing, but at the same time, like I said, the music thing is still focused at the same time. So to answer that question, I feel like I'm doing it all at the same time. You feel me? Yeah. I know I didn't really answer that question exactly because I really don't have an exact answer. You feel me? But I can say that I'm kind of doing it all at the same time. But my focus is I'm dropping this music in the summer. That's when I'm really gonna start promoting my music more right now. Yeah. But right now I feel like it's all about, because one thing I learned from is the baby. You feel me? And the baby said you gotta build damn, what the fuck that nigga say? Sheesh.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
No, he's just talking about like just being a rapper. Like you gotta learn how to get attention other ways though. You feel me? Like really build a fan base. And don't just have it be the music. Like really build a foundation, build a brand, and all that stuff.
Let them know who you are.
Especially in 2024, it's the internet era, bro.
Yeah,
you got to get out the trunk in a different way.
You get a different way, and people gotta
people want to know you.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Once people fall in love with you, they're gonna support anything you do. You feel me? That's why somebody can be a weak rapper, but they got hella fans. So guess what? They connect. They don't give a fuck what they drop because they connecting to what they do. You feel me?
It's all about that authenticity. And if they feel like they know you and if they feel like they can connect with you, then they'll want to offer that support just off the rip. And it's all about building that grassroots support. So, like I said, man, Rome wasn't built in a day, and it's dope to see you, having all these different avenues, because you meet a lot of people out here that aren't really doing anything besides just going to work and coming back home. So, outside of a traditional, whatever pays the bills, I feel like it's important for, especially as men, you know what I mean, to have like avenues outside of that where you can build, because it seems like to me you're building an empire, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
So once it all comes together, you might not have the vision right now, but once that empire all comes together, like you'll see what happens after you take action. The most important thing is just taking action, bro. So keep going, bro. I salute you. I salute everything.
I appreciate that, bro. For real,
bro. It's crazy because like, having that kind of vision, you really gotta like believe in yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like having a purpose outside of just your day to day can honestly just add life to you. That's the one thing that I've noticed. Like, you know what I mean? 2 Coin TV's done for us. Like, you know what I mean? At least me personally too. It's just one of those like waking up like, oh shit, bro. I'm not bothered by none of the bullshit I gotta deal with. Like life, like we were saying earlier, life is gonna life. You know what I mean? But if you got something that you actually focused on outside of just these life events happening versus you just sit there just taking blows from life and just, you know what I mean? You're not doing nothing. You're just going to watch time pass away, bro. And it's crazy like how, how much time I've watched pass away personally, but then also seeing how much more time other people are just like, it's like walking zombies out here, bro. Like, yeah, you rich, but like you ain't got no life in you.
That's real.
Yeah,
that's crazy you say that though. I gotta speak on this, bro, because I feel like I was at a point in my life in the beginning of 2023 when I was with my ex. You feel me? Lost my rest in peace, my stepmom, my step pop. My step pop passed away. You feel me? Then was having then me and my ex, we were getting into it. You feel me? During that time she had a miscarriage. You feel me? So it was just like different things I was going through. And then I ain't gonna lie, in that relationship, I really stopped feeding my purpose. You feel me? And I remember there was one time I woke up. And I'm a happy person. If anybody knows me, I'm positive vibes. Yeah. But I literally woke up and I'm like, damn, I'm unhappy. I'm like, fuck, am I supposed to just have a average life? You feel me? Just go to work. Yeah. Marry her, get her pregnant, you feel me? Just like everybody else. Yeah. Bro, when I tell you that made me feel so low to the ground because I know that's not my purpose. I know I'm meant to do something because I'm not just doing this shit for me. I'm doing this shit to really help and inspire and help change people's lives and give people a different perspective because a lot of people are like you said, are walking zombies. A lot of people are connected to the phone. A lot of people are not connected to themselves. A lot of people don't even know thyself. That's why I feel like random, but when you're self-aware, that's a motherfucking superpower because people don't even know themselves, you feel me? Yeah. So I feel like it's my duty to go out there and shine this light so people can understand the light they have, then the world can shine brighter because we're all shining our light, you feel me? Yeah. So that's why I feel like in a relationship, the other person might not get it when you say like, no, my purpose come even before you. they might not get that. That sounds selfish as fuck. But guess what? My purpose is gonna feed the whole village. Bro, it's gonna have you sitting different too, though. 100%. But if you get in my way of me feeding my purpose, I gotta let you go. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Hey, way of the superior man, bro. You gotta be in tune and hold your purpose to the highest degree. Real talk. You know what I mean? And it's crazy, bro, because like, at least if you're trying to be in the purest masculine energy, like I'm not talking about like macho man type shit. I'm talking about like what like the masculine energy is versus the feminine. Like, bro, like trying to please your female, trying to please your spouse, trying to please others. That's like feminine type stuff because you reacting off of emotion. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But when you really just focused on your purpose and nothing that happens is gonna shake that. That's a powerful state to be in. You know what I mean? And you can get a lot. It's like it's like natural Adderall. You know what I mean? Yeah, when you in tune with your purpose, it's natural Adderall, bro. Because you're driven to wake up in the morning. You driven to put in the late hours. You driven to do shit you don't want to do. Like, damn, I had a long day, but I'm still gonna go to this event and get more content. What's up, Don?
What's up, big dog? He tried to sneak in all quietly. It's all good, big dog.
But yeah, man, it's like it's one of those like I said, it really is a superpower being in tune with yourself, man. And
just building off what you said, bro. Like once you establish that quote unquote purpose, because I feel like the word purpose doesn't really capture it. You know what I mean? It's just finding, like you said, self-awareness, who you are, and what you want to do. For lack of a better terminology. But once you find that, you mentioned that you get driven to wake up every day and pursue that, right? That's different from having motivation. You're not always going to feel motivated every day. Yeah. So like I have something that I want to do. I have a goal that I want to get to, and every day I'm going to make use of those 24 hours to make sure I do at least something to move me, closer to that goal, right? In multiple avenues of my life. But there's some days where I just wake up and I'm just like, fuck, I'm off 3 hours of sleep. Like, I feel like shit. I don't want to do it. But it's not even a question in your head whether or not you're going to do it. It doesn't matter if you feel like it or not. You're going to do it because you know that's what you want to pursue. And that trumps everything else. And I feel like once you find that, like something that just beats your own motivation or lack thereof, that just unlocks something new, bro. Like it adds so much color in your life. And I feel like a lot of our audience is kind of, can relate to that sense in one way or another, or they're moving towards that. But, for those who are still kind of finding that, I would just encourage you to start with, like Dev said, self-awareness. I hate to say it, but it starts with a little bit of isolation and solitude. It does. And really just asking yourself the deepest, most thought-provoking, life-altering questions. And whatever answers you come out of that, however long it takes, you'll be able to formulate an answer. And, I think what you said, Ronnie, you said you wasted a lot of time. I don't think so, bro. Because, bro, you're not even 30 yet. Like, I'm not even 30 yet. I feel like people get to this stage, like, much later in life. And that's okay, too. You know what I mean? Because, life is a marathon, not a sprint.
That's real.
And I don't know. I feel like at whatever age you find that, like, for example, I was talking to my dad about this. Shout out to Pops. But he didn't reach this, like, mentality until he was, like, 40-something. And now he's like chilling type shit. Like he has a retirement date circled and everything, kind of worked out for him. So it goes back to what you were saying, bro, just letting things happen organically and not forcing anything. Because when you force something and you try to have that like tension and, you like time is running out, you know what I mean? It doesn't work out. Life is all about balance.
It really is. And like you said, life is about balance. But you know what I even learned about that? Because yin and yang is my favorite symbol. You feel me? I'm all about balance. But you can be off balance. You be trying to hold up, rewind. Let me get my words together. You feel me? I'm malfunctioning. Rewind. But you can lose balance when you're trying to be too balanced. You feel me? Like, I gotta have this balance. That's being off balance. You're no longer going with the flow. You're trying to force. You can't force balance, but at the same time, you gotta force balance. I know it's an oxymoron. It kind of don't make sense, but it makes sense when you actually really get it, though. You feel me?
Life is just one big contradiction. You know what I mean? That's why.
Oh my God! Bro.
Even if we were sitting here sounding like we kind of got it figured out, we're trying to give advice to people about life. Like, to some people, it might sound a little pretentious. Like, oh, these niggas think they got it figured out. It's like, no, I don't. I don't ever want to act like I got it figured out. None of us got it figured out. But like you said, life is one big contradiction, bro. Like, you can give somebody one piece of advice and then a completely opposite piece of advice, and it will all be correct.
Yeah, depending on the situation.
That's the whole paradox about life, and everybody's different. I just want to point that out.
That's real.
Nah, that is damn, yeah, that's real, bro. One thing I wanted to ask you, bro, was at what point in your life, I think you kind of touched on it in the past pod, but at what point in your life did you start making that shift?
Like the shift we just talked about, like mentally?
Yeah.
I think it was after I hit the age of 25. Like, I'd say probably like within the last year, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, because not to divulge too much information, because, I don't want to, I believe in evil eye and whatnot.
Yeah.
But that's not neither here nor there. But we have this podcast, which is something we've been pursuing since 2018. And Ronnie, like, and you know too, Dev. I have a bunch of other pursuits outside of this that I'm trying to also like move towards every day.
Yeah.
So once it finally clicked in my head that, oh shit, it's not just gonna happen like without putting in work. It's not just gonna happen without taking action. It's not gonna happen without, getting it out the mud. I feel like I was 27 once I got that shift. Because, I consider myself a late bloomer in the sense of I didn't develop that confidence in myself and I didn't develop that self-assurance and self-awareness until I was probably like 25 when that frontal lobe developed. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then after that happened, I started like smelling the roses. I took time to smell the roses, appreciate where I was at in life. And then I took like a year or two to figure out where I wanted to go from here. Mm-hmm. And then once I figured that out, that's when I started, taking this day-to-day steps to get there. Yeah. So it hasn't even really been a year yet.
Yeah.
And, from when that shift happened to where I am now, it hasn't even been a year yet. And then
the trajectory is crazy, though.
You know what I mean? Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm not cutting you off. I just got to add to it. That's crazy you said that because I'm in the same boat, though. You feel me?
Yeah, bro.
Like within that same time frame you talking about, same thing with that transition that I'm going through, the little shift. But go ahead, bro. I just had to.
You good, bro. I was basically done. But I was going to say, like, there's no such thing as that happening too early or too late in life. It just happens when it happens, bro. And everybody's circumstances are different. Some people got life-altering circumstances they got to deal with. Like you were saying, you had relationship problems and things like that. And, other people might have, like, diseases and sicknesses and things like that. So they don't even have time to worry about that. You know what I mean? So I think the fact that you can get to that point in life mentally is a blessing. Because if you know anything about psychology, like Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
I'm not even going to front. I don't.
It's like I respect that.
It's like salute, but it's like a triangle. They teach it in like Psych 1 type shit. You know what I mean? Okay. So it's like your basic needs are like food, shelter, things you get when you're a baby, right? Like food, shelter, yada yada yada. Then the next one I think is like relationships, social love, love from other people. The next is like personal achievement, yada yada yada, and then on top of that is self-actualization, which is pursuing your full potential. And you can't get to that point, that top of the triangle, without having all the other needs below that met. So having all those other basic needs met, like a roof over your head, a car to drive, water to drink, people that care about you and love you, all that's a blessing, bro. Because I personally know people on the other side of the world, like my cousins in Sudan and whatnot, that don't have those basic needs. So they don't even have time to think about, I'm going to self-actualize. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to pursue my full potential, because they don't have the means to do that, bro. So just the mere fact that we're sitting here having this conversation is a blessing, and I never try to lose sight of that. Yeah. And that becomes prevalent even on the hard days. I know I just went off on a little tangent.
And I thank you saying that, because I needed to hear that, because even myself, I still have my times I get so hard on myself and I be forgetting all the movement that I'm doing or everything I got going. It's just like, bro, it's just like, I live by myself, you feel me? I got 2 jobs. Yeah. I got a car, you feel me? No kids, you feel me? It's just like, I'm still going after my dreams. I got my family. There's so many things I could be appreciative. Just the fact that I woke up today, you feel me? I'm sitting here on a podcast, you feel me? We're having a conversation right now. It's just like, what the fuck am I complaining about?
It's a blessing. You got to remind yourself, bro, even like if you're getting down on yourself, bro, there's really never anything to really complain about.
Real talk.
If you got food, water, an income, like, you are blessed. And I saw like something online, not to cut you off, my bad, but like somebody said, if everybody in the world, or just like a small sample size, say like 1,000 people in this vicinity, took all of our problems, wrote them down on a piece of paper, threw them in a pile, shuffled it, and then we all picked up a paper full of somebody's problems. We'd want to rush to get ours back. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Damn.
That was deep. That was deep.
If you think about it, it's human nature to look at things in a negative way.
That's crazy.
Glass half empty, glass half full. You know what I mean?
For real.
Yeah. That's crazy. Perspective is a motherfucker.
Bro, that was a deep one. I never heard that one before. You for surely be like, oh wait, nigga, nah. Where my yeah,
My car broke down back.
Hey, you know, also I want to talk about this real fast because I heard you talk about isolation, and I definitely want to say this for all the young men out there, young man, older man. You feel me? Cause I feel like honestly, bro, I feel like this is another superpower, and this really just happened recently. And I'll even say shout out to 2 females. The first one, I'm gonna say is just I forgot her name, but she was some porno star or something like that, right? And she was on IG. Was it Mila Khalifa? You know, her name is irrelevant. The shit she said though, she's like, men are so easy. Like men are the easiest thing in this world. Like I can have any man I want. And when she said that shit, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't like that shit. I'm like, I started maybe thinking about myself. I said, wait a minute, to these females, am I easy? I'm like, nigga, I am. I said, yeah, I'm not feeling that. And then I got this one of my female friends, you feel me? She's one of the first females I met that was really like untouchable, and she used the term untouchable where she knows her self-worth. Like she don't just be fucking around, you feel me, like that. Yeah. Like she's someone not easy and all that shit. Like she's a beautiful female, don't have hella followers and all that shit. Like she really knows her self-worth. Yeah. And I'm like, damn, just to meet someone like that, you feel me? Then she said this to me, she's like, yeah. She's like, I feel like it's unattractive when you're like a man and you're touchable. She's like, damn, you don't know your self-worth? Like why you make yourself so accessible to all these females? And it made me like, damn. So we over here calling ourselves a king, but we're over here being touchable to all these hoes, and I said, king is royalty, you feel me? I should be untouchable, you feel me? Facts. It really should be my queen that's able to get me. Like all the girls like, damn, I wish I could. Instead, these days, all the girls like, oh, you don't know, I'm fucking with that nigga, I'm fucking with that nigga. Just like, damn, I feel like it's such a superpower when you learn how to control your lust, because nothing really but lust. How many times you fuck a female, then after that, you like, yeah, I can't wait till she go home, or I can't wait to leave, you feel me?
Clarity.
Yeah, it's like, if you feel like that, like, why the fuck am I fucking you? You feel me? Just like, yo, you wasting energy. You feel me? Just like, at the end of the day, they'll go through your journey, experience your life. But I'm just personally, for me, bro, controlling this lust energy is crazy, bro. I feel like it's a superpower, dog. It's like, now when I go to, like, if I go out and I'm outside, I see bad female, yeah, she pretty. But I don't need to go get your number. I don't need to try to pull you. Like, I'm wasting fucking energy. You know that shit? I got 2 jobs. I'm going after your dreams. Think I'm about to sit here and be texting you all this shit? You know that shit for the birds, you feel me? I'm focused on becoming the best version of myself, really being this king, because I do want to have my queen. I am going to get this kingdom. I do want to have a family, you feel me? But in order that to happen, I got to change with that, you feel me? I can't say I want all this when I'm not even transitioning, changing into that man. How the fuck you want all this shit and you want this super bad woman on shit, but you're not even on that level yet, you feel me? So I got to work myself up to get to that level, because I'm going to have my queen, you feel me? Yeah. But I appreciate the different people that I meet that I meet in my life that just teach me shit, because I can acknowledge her, you feel me? Like, shout out to her, you feel me? Because now I'm untouchable to these females, you feel me? I don't give a fuck how bad you is, you know, you're not coming to my crib. You're not, and I'm not gonna sit here and be texting you, you feel me? I sit here, now I'm the one that be like, you know how them bad females leave me on read? I be doing that shit now. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm not gonna hit you back. You can be bad as shit. I'm cool. You feel me? I don't know. It's just, I feel like it's a superpower, bro. I just had to say that, 'cause I feel like a lot of us men don't understand how powerful it is to really control yourself. You feel me? And now these females gonna look at you different. They gonna really look at you really different.
Your aura's different after that.
Exactly.
They can
Bro,
sense
you know what's crazy is fucking going back to the isolation thing and then tying it back to being accessible. Until you spend enough time by yourself, you're not going to be able to understand yourself to even, you know what I mean, not be moving like that in public. Because, like, as a bartender, bro, seeing a lot of people over at, you know what I mean, at my job, the way that a lot of these men move, this shit is hilarious. Like, as far, like, the shit is actually hilarious. Like, Don was saying the other day, like, dudes are turning into, what do you call, like, how females be. Like, women are running through, like, dudes are getting ran through by women type shit.
For real.
Like, when you really think about it, bro.
100%.
Like, it's one of those, like, a female could go to a bar and have the pick of the litter type shit. You know what I mean? There was a point back in the day where it was like, alphas would walk in, or, you know what I mean, a real man would walk in. It's just like, damn, who the fuck is that? You feel me? Now it's like, dudes are just sitting around. Bro, like, dudes are just sitting around waiting for a group of females to come, and I'm just like, bro, y'all look retarded right now, bro. Like, granted, it's one of those. That's why even when even if I go out, like, bruh, I'm not going out with the purpose of fucking trying to get some cutty. This is probably like, damn, bro. This is like the first weekend I can go out in like 2 weeks because I ain't busy.
You're going out to enjoy yourself with the people that you're with.
You feel me? So it's just one of those, and it goes also back to the whole energy exchange thing, bro. Like, I'm not trying to exchange my energy with everybody no more, bro. I'm cool off that. Like, you feel me? Because even outside of that, like, unless I don't know, bro. Like, unless I really vibe with you, I don't want you around me. You know what I mean?
Because everything in life takes energy. As soon as you wake up, your battery's full.
Yeah.
And then you spend energy trying to A, regulate your own emotions, B, dealing with other people's bullshit or, lack of bullshit. C, knocking everything off your to-do list, going to the gym, doing all these other things take up energy.
Yeah.
By the end of the day, you go to sleep, right? So you got to really find a way to conserve that.
Yeah.
And it all goes back to that. But I like what you were saying, bro, because I was gonna cut in and say, big part of growing up or becoming a man or whatever is realizing that your attention is valuable. Your attention is valuable. It's a commodity, and you cannot just be giving it out for free. Especially when, like you said, you have a purpose. You're building an empire, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and you had people in your life that weren't aligned with that. You're looking for your queen. So am I. So is he. The queen is going to be somebody who believes 100% in where you're going, even if you're not there yet, and she wants to come along for the ride.
That's real.
Everything else is noise. Everything else is noise. So I'm not going to give not to toot my own horn or toot anybody else's horn here, but your attention is valuable, my attention is valuable.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give that hard-earned, worked for, valuable attention just away for free. You got to earn it.
That's real.
You got to earn it, period. And that's the energy everybody should be walking around with, male or female.
That's real.
But especially for men. Because once you walk around like a puppy dog type shit, it's just like, and it takes going rock bottom. It takes, I don't want to put it like this because it sounds corny, but it takes getting your heart broke to realize that.
Yeah,
it does.
You know what I mean?
It really does. That's
and we've all been there. So it takes getting your heart broke. It takes getting done dirty to really realize that.
Yeah, like you said, it takes that and that. Like, I feel like me living by myself, that isolation, you feel me? Because I ain't gonna lie though, I thought when I had my studio, I'm like, when I got out of my relationship, and I'm like, man, when I get my own spot, I'm gonna be like a bachelor. I'm gonna have different females coming through, you feel me? I have fun. But I really thought about it. I'm like, honestly, bro, that's not me, bro. That's for society and all that shit, you feel me? That's that trendy shit. First of all, what is that doing for me? You feel me? Second of all, you feel me? It's like,
just depleting your energy, like
exactly.
you said.
I'm wasting my time, and all you're doing is feeding your ego. Like, what the fuck? I'm just. It's just crazy, bro. Just like I'm loving this conversation. I get kind of hyped up because I just remember where I was at, how I used to think, how I used to feel. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I do understand that society does play a part, though. You feel me? Because honestly, I feel like deep down inside, you feel me? I'm a one woman. All I need is one woman. You feel me? I'm not a player. I don't need to have hella females. You feel me? It's easy for me to talk to one woman. And honestly, with me, I'm a loyal person too. It's easy for me to be loyal and all that shit. So it's just like, that's what I want, and I'm gonna wait for it. I don't need it. I don't feel like I'm waiting for it. I feel like it's gonna fall right on my lap. You feel me? Cause I feel like waiting for it. You're kind of like anxious. So I don't want to say waiting for it. I'm just like, I'm in a transition until it's already happening. You feel me?
Yeah. You just continue to build on working yourself, expand your network. Don't be, we say isolation. Isolation's good, but don't be completely isolated to where you're not out in the world. You know what I mean? So, but eventually, if you're keep doing what you're doing, bro, is what I'm trying to say, and it's gonna happen. And that advice applies to all of us and anybody else watching who's in like a similar position. I never want to rush nothing. I never want to force nothing. It's gonna happen when it happens, and if it doesn't, it was God's plan.
And I gotta say, shout out to the women too, because we love it when a woman knows her self-worth. When a woman is not easy, we actually like that. You feel me? And the men that don't like that, those are some weak ass beta man. You feel me? You don't need to be dealing with some type of man that be mad because you don't want to come over. You feel me? The fact that you know your self-worth, you know your boundaries. We actually like that shit. You feel me? It's a turn off when a girl tells me she want to wait for marriage. You feel me? It's a turn off. A girl say, we gotta be in a relationship. You feel me? And you actually stick to that, because we have a situation where females say that shit, they don't really stick by it. You feel me? Yeah. But a woman that actually stand their ground and stick to it, you feel me? We put you on that pedestal. You feel me? It's like, damn, you're not any man can have you. You feel me? Because
you're valuable.
You valuable because girls are so easy these days. If we want to be outside, man, it's too easy now.
Bro, people are just too easy these days. People are just too easy.
There you go. People.
Like, and it's both sides of the coin.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
It is
But
true.
yeah, man, it's just it's one of those like really know your worth, bro. And going back to what you were saying about like not being by yourself for too long, honestly, I feel like in order for you to really know yourself, bro, you need to isolate yourself from the world for at least a month.
Minimum.
You know what I
That's
mean?
real.
At least a month.
At least a month.
And that means go to work and go home.
That's
And
real.
when you at home, don't be scrolling and wasting your time because then it's like you just wasted a month. But like, you know what I mean? Write down some goals, figure out some things. Like, I don't know, if all you want to do is just be good at your job, then on your days off of your job, like find ways to be better at your job. Like, you know what I mean? But at least do something. Like, I just feel like too many people just waste time. Like me included, bro. Like, I wasted so much time. Just screen time is so much wasted screen time. You feel me?
That's a big one, bro.
Like,
And going back to what you were saying, shout out to the women, the strong women out there. A lot of them watch our podcast. I just want to give a quick shout out to my sister, bro. Because, as all of you know, like I have a sister who's 2 years younger than me. So, she put me on game to a lot of this stuff that we're talking about, whether directly or indirectly.
Yeah.
And I put her, on game to a lot of, the male nature too. And so I know like what a strong female looks like by looking at her as an example. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
That's
shout out to you.
hear.
shout out.
Yeah, shout out to your sister. That's
Hell
probably.
yeah, hell yeah.
But hey, man, before we get out of here, anything else you want to say to the people about what you're working on or what's to come or where the people can find you on social media?
Okay, yeah. Before we wrap this up, I gotta shout out to my team, Say Something Entertainment. We say something, we don't say less. You feel me? I appreciate them because, bro, that was another collector I gotta bring up because to even have them hit me up and ask me to be a part of their team. You feel me? But just like I know we about to wrap it up, so I ain't gonna dive too deep into it. But just I appreciate them. You feel me? So I gotta shout out the whole squad. You feel me? And shout out to Shimo Media. Shout out to the squad. And just want to let y'all know, I have my Random EP project is coming out this summer, you feel me? So y'all definitely be on the lookout for that. I got my Positive 1 book coming out this summer, you feel me? Be on the lookout for that. And all I gotta say is Random 3D Dev. I'm on IG on all platforms. 3D Dev is I'm on YouTube, you feel me? And I want to say this. I love you, but you need to love yourself, man. And what do I keep saying? It's all about growth, so stay evolving. Hey, random.
Hey, brother, salute you for coming out.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful conversation, man. I love how deep you got.
Boy,
for
hell
real.
yeah, appreciate it.
And like once again, man, we're gonna have it on the description and in the video. 3D Dev. If you can't spell it, I don't know what to tell you.
It's 5 letters, man. It's 5 letters.
Yeah, it's very simple.
4 letters, 1 number.
Real talk.
But yes, sir. On behalf of the 2 Coin Podcast, I am your brother Waleed.
And I am Ronnie, the other side of the coin, signing out.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Sign.